You're now listening to From the Jump.
Welcome to From the Jump, your source for all things hip-hop. I'm Syllable. This is my co-host,
Mr. White.
Make sure you subscribe and leave a comment below saying, I subscribed, and we'll try our best to reply to your comment. And today we're going to be talking about which rapper has the largest vocabulary in hip-hop. And you might be surprised with the answer. Around 2014, this guy with two first names, Matt Daniels, who's a digital analyst, he created a chart charting who has the largest vocabulary words in hip-hop.
Now, did you peep that list when it first came out?
I peeped it in 2019 when he revisited that list, where he analyzed the first 35,000 words of hip-hop, a bunch of hip-hop artists, right, were on there. And he determined, based on how many times the rappers used one word uniquely, not repeated it. It didn't count if they used it a second time, who had the biggest vocabulary. So when he revisited that in 2019, he discovered that Bus Driver out of Project Blowed and from Rhymesayers Entertainment label, A$AP Rock, actually had the largest vocabularies. I remember when that came out.
Yeah. And this is like the most math analytical thing that you could do in rap. Count each word that a rapper uses uniquely in the first 35,000 words. And I like the process. Yeah. As a kid, when I was coming up trying to figure out how to rhyme, I needed my thesaurus, I needed my dictionary, I needed to expand my vocabulary, because if you wanted to freestyle with the best, you needed to have a very versatile language. You couldn't just go out there back in the day, get in a cipher and use the same word over and over again as an end rhyme. Like, that's something that's become trendy nowadays. Yeah. But having a large vocabulary has definitely been stressed in hip hop over time.
Definitely. So what's really interesting is that this is even news, and I like the fact that it's news, because I'm like, words matter. You look at the text messages that preteens are sending right now, looks like some kind of pidgin Latin English. Like, it's like all these little acronyms, not everything has to be OnFlex, FML, LOL, SOL. It's like AOL. I don't know. It's interesting how language is used and how it changes. So yeah, actually just this past Monday on July 11th, Mike and I shared on Instagram a post from Parker Pubs Press, which is actually publishing his brand new book, My Kaleidoscope, which we'll definitely link below in the YouTube video, which is dope as fuck, right? It goes over all these different hours and hours of interviews with him and other folks from Project Blowed, from back in the day in Freestyle Fellowship. And as part of that process for them getting that book ready to print is they went through and they looked at all of his lyrics and they compiled them and they got him to work on them to correct them because it wasn't corrected and they weren't really all listed. So this is why now they've realized, actually, where A$AP Rock and Bus Driver had maybe 6,000 unique words, Mike and I is actually at 9,000. And as a result of this, he is now the rapper with the largest vocabulary in hip-hop, which is dope as fuck. And they found this out. And the reason why it wasn't really well known is because he didn't have his lyrics published on Genius or AZ Lyrics or whatever. So now that they've all been counted up, it's like, he's the new guy. And doesn't
it kind of make sense? He's always been a jazzy rapper. So you're talking between 120, 150 BPM type stuff, where he's able to do that pretty easily. And I wouldn't necessarily consider him like a Midwest chopper style rapper.
No, he's not.
But he's a fast rapper. He is a fast. It's a different type of fast. And I think when you look at a rapper like A$AP Rock or Bus Driver, they don't rap that fast.
Yeah, well,
I mean, might have spurts of it, but you're also talking about his dedication to being a lyricist.
Exactly.
Instead of just saying the same thing over and over again, he's each time trying to come with new, genuine, different concepts, and to use that many different words.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard.
It's dope as fuck, and it takes lyrical mastery to do that kind of stuff. And so, by the way, if you guys haven't checked out our interview with Mike and Nine about his beef with Talib Kweli that was going on back then, feel free to check the corner of the screen and check out our interview with Mike and Nine. What's dope about this is that we recently did a reaction to Miss Mural off of Lupe Fiasco's new album, Drill Music in Zion, right? And we were really excited to see this is a little different change of pace for hip-hop because it's very jazz-oriented. Well, back in the 90s, Mike and Nine was introducing jazz into hip-hop way before all this kind of stuff. So he's one of those people that has made hip-hop history as the rapper who coined the phrase freestyle for making raps off the top for hip-hop. And that's legendary.
And jazz rap's been around. I mean, you have the Tribe Called Quest, Jungle Brother stuff, but that was slow. They did not rap fast. They used jazz beats, but I believe they slowed them down a bit. and they rapped slow over them.
Yeah.
And it was dope music. But as far as like actually rapping, like I would consider a jazz artist would rap. He was almost doing scat type of stuff, but he was using lyrics. And that was just very unique of him to do that. And I'm glad he's getting this honor because he's a dope MC. I've gotten a chance to freestyle with him, and that's definitely going to be a highlight of my life. I'm glad we got a chance to interview him. He has a really great story, and it's so intertwined in hip hop. And I like that he's able to get that focus on lyrics.
Yeah. It's dope as fuck, and I'm glad he's getting his flowers and getting recognized because he deserves it. He's someone who's really made history in hip-hop, right? Mm-hmm. I remember freestyling with him at 501 Studios way back in the day, many years ago, and he's just a cool, down-to-earth guy, and it was really a pleasure to interview him. And as you can see, his comments also reflect that kindred spirit of just hip-hop's about one love, right? When he was contacted by Hip Hop DX about having the largest vocabulary in hip-hop, Micah 9 said, as you can see from the screen, to be recognized in Matt Daniels' hip-hop vocabulary chart is a high honor. I've been aware of Bus Driver, Jizza, and A$AP Rock as early recipients of such acknowledgement. I didn't think my effort would be overlooked, yet to be heralded by our peers in this collective is a crowning achievement. Maximum gratitude and utmost respect. It's all love. So what are your thoughts about using vocabulary inside of hip-hop and having a large vocab, right? Have you checked out Micah 9's music with Freestyle Fellowship and Project Blowed, or checked out his new book, My Kaleidoscope, which you'll find linked in the comments below? Comment about what's your favorite Micah 9 song, and what do you enjoy about his style of rap and hip-hop infused with jazz? Comment below, like and subscribe, and tune into another episode of From the Jump.